Well, I am a single mother. It's always been difficult for me, and financially, I know I need to provide a better life for my daughter.
My self-esteem, it was low. I felt like this was it because really nobody else in my family was trying to pursue too much of anything in life.
Financially, I mean, working on weekends, you really don't make enough money to provide for a baby.
The thoughts that come with being abused is more like, it's not worth living. I did not want to live. I did not want to face the world. I didn't want people in the world looking at me, walking around with a black eye, broken bones. A lot of times when you're in an abusive situation, you don't have an outlet. You don't know where to go. The control is so strong that you think that this is life. You have no one to talk to, and honestly, you feel that you are the only person in the world that's being abused.
The most beautiful thing is to know where she was and where she's at now, and to know the impact that Tal-A-Mon has on people's lives. This is what we stand for. I mean, our first line on our mission statement is we are advocates for people in need. And if you believe that and you live that, then you become that.
My dreams for my daughter Jada are to get a good, solid education throughout K through 12. I would love for her to go to college. I would love for her to max out her full potential of who she can be. Having to try and find childcare, I knew that would be difficult, but when I heard about Tal-A-Mon and the services they could bring, it was a relief.
The difference between Head Start and preschool when it comes to preparing the child for school is that Head Start doesn't only focus on the child. Head Start focuses on the family as well. So we prepare both the family and the child for school. We call it PFCE Framework, which is Parent Family Community Engagement Framework. It was designed to help engage families in the education of their children as it relates to school readiness, which is preparing them for school. What we're trying to do is connect the family goal to the child's goal. If a family is concerned about certain educational goals their child is working on in the classroom, like fine motor skills, then that's something we want to include in their family plan because it's obviously a goal for that family as well. So we want to make sure that our family goals tie into the school readiness goals. Again, tying that family and that child into that child's education and preparing them both.
Before I even heard about Tal-A-Mon, I was working on my grandfather's farm and tobacco. And once I heard about them, I came to see what they had to offer. I met the wonderful Kathy Bolano. Then she said, you can go into the nursing program because that's what you are qualified for. On the last day of class, she had us to go and fill out a job application. I was excited because that was the first job that I had actually worked besides working in the farm.
I was 17 years old, living in a women's shelter for battered women. I basically had no education. I had a small child and had no direction. And the women at the shelter that actually ran the shelter said, we have several different programs that may be usable for you. Kathy came over to the shelter to see me, talk with me, got a little bit of information about me, and my whole life transformed after that.
I wanted her to feel safe because she was so scared. And we're here to help people who are ready to be helped. I knew she was ready to be helped. I would have never forced her, or I would try to encourage her and empower her. That's what we do. I knew she was ready.
Next thing you know, she said, okay kid, you're enrolled in school and this is what you need to do. 9 weeks after meeting Kathy, I had a CNA certificate from DCC where I actually went into the nurse home and started working. And about 30 days later, I actually went to Chatham where I had to take my state boards and passed with flying colors and got my CNA license.
I've been trying to go back to school, but due to the lack of childcare, I really couldn't. So now that she's in Telamon Head Start, it made it easier, and plus her schedule and my schedule goes together. So I'm allowed to go back to school and work at the same time. Before Kayla got placed in Telamon Head Start, I would work on the weekends, but watch her while, during the weekdays. Now that she's in Head Start, it'll make it easier for me to go out and get a job and have more money in my pocket so I can provide for her.
Telamon has been great, and I would recommend it to anybody. It's made me proud to where I can finally say, I'm maxing out my full potential.
If I could write a thank you letter to all the staff that helped her, I would just say thank you. Each individual child, not just Kayla, they helped.
I think the difference with Telamon is the care and support that we genuinely show the families and help and engage that family as well, out of respect, listening to them and validating who they are as that child's first educator.
If it was not for Kathy seeing the potential in me that I couldn't see in myself, then I wouldn't be where I am today.
Telamon was awesome. It kind of gives you the backbone to feel independent enough to stand on your own.
If this is something that you like and you get enjoyment out of doing this, this is the most perfect job you will ever have. Realizing that you can help somebody do better.